Hotep, I, and the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of all. We are Deception Stoppers, America's only 4D education service. I'm not a lawyer. This is not a law firm. We don't advocate that you don't support your human offspring. We simply advocate that you made them in private to take care of them in private. And today, what I'm going to label this teaching is Warning, No Lamborghini Parking. Okay? The biggest misconception with the 4D crime family is that somehow, some way, you as a man are obligated to pay these people. All right. As a man, you are not obligated to pay anybody. You are by nature equal, free, and independent. Until you, if you haven't given that up, you wouldn't have this problem. Okay. So I'm going to use this illustration here, this picture, or wherever it is over here. All right. And it says, warning, no Lamborghini parking. So let's say you decide that you want to go downtown where you live at, you want to do some shopping. Saturday, everybody's out shopping, and you can't find a parking spot. And all of a sudden, you come across this spot right here, and it says, warning, no Lamborghini parking, right? So you decide to park your Bentley, your Rolls Royce Phantom here. It says, okay, well, it says no Lamborghini parking. So what does that mean? That means that this Rolls Royce is exempt from the no parking sign. You come back. There's 5 tickets on your car. Excuse my little artwork up here. All right. But you get 5 tickets on the car. And you go to court. Okay. And you basically, what I would say, and what you would really be looking forward to saying is, listen, Mr. Traffic Judge, whoever you are. This is the picture of my car on the date in question. Okay. The sign clearly states no Lamborghini parking. Clearly, all right, your eyes work, and you can tell that that is a Rolls Royce Phantom. It is not a Lamborghini, and therefore it is exempt from the warning sign and the no parking violation. Okay, there's no possible way that this administrator in this traffic court can tell you, well, sir, that doesn't matter. It does matter because in law, the mention of one thing is the exclusion of another. Okay? I'm going to continually drill that in your head. Now, legally, the judge would see this picture in the traffic court and say, okay, I have to dismiss this. And the cop's going to be mad. Why? Because clearly it says no Lamborghini parking. All right? This man parked his Rolls Royce Phantom there, and you had no business putting those tickets on those cars. I'm very sorry to waste your time, sir. All right, that's what's going to happen. All right, should happen anyway. Title 4D, which you call child support, works the same way. Title 4D only applies to what? Obligors. It does not apply to men. What is an obligor? An obligor is the person owing a duty of support. What is duty? Duty falls upon a person who rests in an official capacity. What is the official capacity of the person who owes child support? An obligor, or father, or non-custodial parent, person, individual. Okay? Now, I did this little mock-up for you. Okay? And I want to show you the difference. All right? The difference here is that, let's get a little bigger. Okay. Let me go over here. There we go. All right. If you go to any preamble in any state or the United States Constitution, it doesn't matter. All right, you have to look at the wording, gentlemen. The Constitution only deals with men. Okay, it only deals with men. If you read the Constitution, all right, some of them are a little vague, but a majority of the Constitution says all men are by nature equal, free, and independent. Okay, now within the Constitution, when it speaks of the word person, you know that they're talking about men. Why? Because in the preamble of the Constitution, it says, we, the people of the state, are grateful to who? Almighty God for our freedom. Okay? Now, anything dealing with the state is ecclesiastic because they what? They swear an oath on a Bible. King James Version, no doubt. All right? And under that Bible, it says on the Genesis 1:26, Almighty God said, let us create man in our image and our likeness, and so that he may rule. All right. It doesn't say, let us create obligors or non-custodial parents or parents in our image and likeness. Okay. There's no such thing as parental rights, gentlemen. And if there is, guess what? It doesn't have anything to do with you as a man in the Constitution, because parents don't have rights. They're not humans. A man is the adult male of the human species above the age of puberty. Okay? Now, if you look up the federal statute of the word obligor, obligor is the person owing a duty of support, not a man. Thus, every man is excluded from paying the 4D crime family. It is just that simple. And that falls under expressio unius persons est exclusio alterius. When certain persons or things are specified in a law, contract, or will, an intention to exclude all others from its operation is inferred. What that means is under Title 4D, all right, they call it a law, even though it's not. All right, but in this case, we'll call it a law. All right, in that law, the only one subject to it is what? An obligor, a non-custodial pay rent. Now, here's the catch, gentlemen, and this is why you keep going into these federally funded 4D hearings, which are not court hearings, and you said, oh, yeah, I want to fight for my rights. I'm going to tell you why you lose. The obligor, according to 42 U.S.C. 666 A3 AC3 or A3C, all right, the non-custodial pay rent or obligor is positively identified by a social security card name and account number. That all caps name, that legal name that is on that number or on that card. That card, according to 20 CFR 422.103.103D, is the property of the Social Security Administration. And it says, it's on the card also, it says, and it must be returned upon request. It is not your card, it is not your name, it is not your number. So when you walk into these hearings after accepting their invitation, which was mailed to an obligor, not only did you open somebody else's mail, that's a violation of the law, gentlemen. You're also impersonating a public officer, because any public officers are the only ones who are supposed to have Social Security numbers. Okay? So when you go in here professing to claim your rights, they're going to tell you, well, we're not here for that. Sound familiar? Why? Because when you walked in there as that obligor, and the obligor is the property of the Social Security Administration, property has no rights. Okay? So I will conclude this lesson. The big lesson here is to stop. And I mean stop as of now. All right. If you get anything in the mail from the 4D crime family, all right, it is not coming to you as a man. It is going to an obligor. Okay? As if you're not that obligor, simply put that envelope. Don't write anything on it. A lot of guys write, oh, no contract. Don't write nothing on it. Put it in a bigger envelope. And what you do is you send it back certified mail, right? Care of whatever address you want that postcard to come back. Don't never use a name. Just put care of an address. You can use a zip code on this one because it won't matter, right? And keep sending that back. And when they get it back, they'll sign for that 3811 green card, and you'll have proof that you were, well, number one, that you're not an obligor and that you weren't served. Because here's the catch, gentlemen. Real simple question. What law requires you to accept mail from anybody? Can't hear you because it doesn't exist. All right. That is simply an invitation for you to go and basically commit your commercial energy to being that of an obligor, which is property. Okay. If you're a man, you are not obligated to pay child support. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop getting what you're getting. I'm the Amen Osiris. If you have any issues, you want to do a Zoom hearing, need a consultation, email me at hathiorsehk@gmail.com. And we'll get you rolling, and we'll show you how to declare war on the 4D crime family so you can get your money back and put heads to bed. Hotep.